Hello friends, in the earlier class we have solved problem of optimal binary search tree, and while solving problem of optimal binary search tree we have seen first we have to find out pair of I and j for which absolute difference is 0, and we also know the formula when j and I absolute difference is 0, weight is directly assigned to the probability of unsuccessful searches. And now the question remains, when this j minus I difference is 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise up to n, how we will apply the loop so that in each iteration it will have different values for absolute difference of j and I. So let's get into the code. So here we know that we want j minus I absolute difference as 1, 2, 3, likewise up to n. So here we apply this outside for loop where m starts from 1, m is less than equal to n, where n is nothing but number of keys which we want to store in OBST, and then inside we have kept this for loop for I. So here I starts from 0, I is less than n minus m. So n is already number of keys which we want to store in OBST, and m is the value which is coming from the outer for loop. Inside we are setting value of j where j is changing as I plus m. Now let's see how we can get proper values of j and I so that their absolute differences will be 1, 2, 3, 4 iteration wise. So in for first iteration value of m is equal to 1, and yes, 1 is less than equal to 4, so it will come inside. Here we consider that value of n equal to 4, that is I want to store 4 keys in my OBST. So here m equal to 1 and 1 is less than equal to 4, so it will come inside here this for loop, and value of I will be set to 0. I is less than equal to n minus m. So here we know that I is less than equal to n is 4 and m is 1. So 4 minus 1, 3, right? So now I equal to 0 and 0 is less than equal to 3. So it will come inside this for loop and it will set value of j as I plus m. So now what is value of I? I is 0. And what is value of m? M is 1. So j will be set to 1. Right? Okay. Now what will happen? It will come inside and it will calculate weight. We know how weight is calculated. W of I j minus 1 plus p of j plus q of j. So this is the formula. This weight comes from the previous step. Okay. And we have already seen this find function which is returning us for which value of k we are getting the minimum cost, and that k value once we get from find function, that we are putting in the cost formula to find out the cost, and then for which value of k we are getting minimum cost, that is directly assigned to r of ij. So this is how inner for loop contents will be executed, and now again it will report back to the inner for where I will increment by 1. So now I becomes 1. Okay, I equal to 1, and now yes, 1 is less than equal to 3. Yes, it is. So now again j will change as I plus m. Now I value is 1 and m value is also 1. So 1 plus 1, it will return us value 2. Again it will execute the inner part and will report to the outer part. Now I value becomes 2. 2 less than equal to 3. Yes. So again j will be set as I plus 1 m, where I is 2 and m is 1. So here I becomes I equal to 2 and j becomes 3. Again I will be incremented. Now I will become 3. 3 less than, not less than, but equal to 3. So condition is true and it will come here inside the loop. And for I equal to 3, j will be set as I plus m, that is 3 plus 1, 4. Right. Now if we look at each of the pair of I and j, we can find that 0 and 1, difference is 1. 1 and 2, difference is 1. 2 and 3, difference is 1. 3 and 4, difference is 1. So in first iteration of for loop, we have got all the values of I and j for which absolute difference is 1. Now likewise, inner for loop will break and the control will report to the outer for of m, where m was earlier 1, now m value will become 2, and we know that whenever m becomes 2, the values of I will be again re-initialized, this for loop will be again re-executed. So again I is set to 0. Now I is less than equal to n minus m. n is 4, that will remain fixed, but m is changed Now m value is 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So I less than equal to 2. Yes, now I is 0, it is less than equal to 2. So it will come inside and it will set value of j as I plus m. So here 0 plus 2 gives us 2. Right? Same way again it will execute this contents of inner for loop, and again I will be incremented by 1. So I equal to 1, yes, 1 less than equal to 2, condition is true. So it will come inside and j is equal to I plus m. So j is equal to I is 1 and m is 2. So 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Now again it will go back. Again it will increment I value. I will become 2. 2 less than equal to 2. So that's why it will come inside the for loop and it will update value of j as I plus m. So 2 plus 2 gives us 4. Now again I value will increment by 1. I will become 3, but 3 less than equal to 2 becomes false and it will come out of the for loop, and again it will report to your outer for. Okay. So here we observe the values of I and j. The differences are 0 and 2. Difference is 2. 1 and 3. Difference is 2. 2 and 4. Difference is 2. So here we have got all values of I and j for which difference is 2. In the same way, m value will become 3. Now for n equal to 3, I will be again set to 0. I will be again set to 0 and I is less than equal to n minus m. So n is 4 and m is 3. So 4 minus 3 becomes 1. Okay. And again it will come inside for j is equal to I plus m. So j equal to I plus m, that is 3. Okay, I is equal to 1. 1 less than equal to 1. Yes, it is. So j will be again set to I plus m, that is 4. Again I will be incremented by 1. I will become 2, but 2 less than equal to 1 become false and it will come outside the loop. Right? So here we have find out pairs of I and j for which absolute difference is 3. Right? Now again m will become 4. M is incremented. 4 less than equal to 4. Yes. So it will come inside and again values of I and j will be reset. So I equal to 0 and then 0 less than equal to n minus m. So what is n value? 4. And what is this value? M value, that is also 4. So I less than equal to 0, it means this loop will be executed only once where I equal to 0 and j will be calculated as I plus m. So 4 plus 0 gives us 4. Next time when I is incremented, I becomes 1, but 1 less than equal to 0. Condition become false and this loop will break. So this is how for different values of I and j we can calculate their absolute differences, and we can also then calculate their weights, costs and their root values. Thank you.